Hi, this is actually my second video in the same day, but it's not going to be posted for another day, so, just getting some work done ahead of time. So my topic right now is going to be what lessons have I learned from training? What lessons, what important lessons have I, managed to bring over to other, areas of my life? What big takeaways have I had that aren't strictly related to lifting weights or getting bigger, getting stronger, etc. It's important to understand that if you know me, you probably know that I struggled a lot with anxiety and depression issues in high school, and exercise absolutely helped me kick those issues in the ass and become a much better person than I used to be. And you never completely overcome these things, but you learn much better habits and coping strategies over time, and usually, hopefully you get better at dealing with it. It gets easier. At the same time, I would say, strictly in terms of putting my own experience, putting things that are directly applicable to my own experience aside, thinking about things that are applicable to everyone else's experiences, I'll say that one of the huge things that fitness has done for me is that it's taught me how to get out of myself. It's taught me how to be a better person. It's taught me how to organize my life. When I was just starting out, I was just doing whatever. It was chaotic. I did whatever I felt like doing. I didn't care about my schoolwork. I had, not bad grades, but certainly not good grades, because I just didn't apply myself and didn't care. And I had a goofy sleeping schedule. I was just kind of, everything was just sort of all over the place. I had no, sort of order or discipline in my life. And when I started working out, you have to, if you want to be good, and I certainly did, and I certainly tried. If you want to be good, you have to put in the work. And putting in the work means that you have to organize things. You have to organize your training schedule. You have to take careful notes about what you're doing when it comes to both your fitness, your exercise and your diet. You have to organize your life schedule around having some time to go to the gym, on a couple times a day or whatever. You have to develop these organizational skills. You have to develop these habits. And that has been so huge in terms of providing me discipline that I've managed to carry over into other parts of my life as well. You have to become a more organized and ordered person in order to succeed in fitness. That's not 100% true. There are certainly some people who are super genetically gifted who can just kind of do whatever and get away with it. And that's not to say that, they wouldn't do better with an organized plan, with an organized system, but they, to a lesser extent than everyone else, need to worry about it. And for, most of the rest of us, I'll admit that I think that I have pretty good genetics. I think I have better genetics than a lot of people do. I think that I have amazing, perfect genetics. Certainly not. And that's made me, it's made me hungry in the sense that it's made me push hard. It's made me put my nose up to the grindstone every day for a long time, and you get into the habit of doing it, and you have to keep doing it every day, or maybe not every day, but you have to keep coming back to it over and over again. And again, if you don't organize that, it's not going anywhere. Certainly when I started out, even when I started out, I wasn't very organized. I wasn't doing anything right. There were certainly a few years that I was training that I was just kind of doing whatever and just spinning my wheels, not going anywhere. But I got smarter, and I repeated, and I kept trying to learn what I could, and I got smarter, and I realized that I had to change things here and there, and I did. And I got a schedule, and I started organizing everything, and I started seeing the results I was looking for because I was organizing my training around seeing those results. And it applies to everything else in your life too. If you want to see a certain result in your life, if you want to achieve a certain goal, if you want to learn a certain skill, if you want to pick up a certain hobby or complete a certain project, whatever it is, you have to organize your life. You have to organize your actions yourself around getting to that point, around achieving that thing, around doing it. And that's something, you know, it's the exact same in fitness. And it's you know, you just have to put in the work. You have to put in the work, and you have to organize it properly so that you're actually getting something out of the work you're doing and not just spinning your wheels. And again, that applies to everything. That applies to every skill. Fitness is just a skill. It's just like any other skill. You just have to practice it and get better at it. That's all there is to it. There's no, you know, there's no magic bullet. Again, really good genetics can certainly make things easier, but they're not a perfect solution. There's plenty of people out there, theoretically, with really good genetics who have really crappy training and never see anything out of it, or just never train at all and never see anything out of it. And that's because they never knew what their potential was, because they never tried. You know? Find out what your potential is. Organize your life. See what you can do. Push yourself. Don't just do nothing. As always, like, comment, share. Tell me what you want to see in future videos. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.